Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I am Timisha, also known as Miss Coda. So today I want to talk about the mindset that is required when you are taking your MBCOT exam or just any exam in general. All right, so if this is a topic of interest, keep watching. All right, so if I'm looking down, it's because I wrote stuff down because I don't want to forget anything. So I had to take some time to think. When I was taking the exam, what kind of mindset was I in? And, what got me that passing grade? And I think for some of you guys are struggling with just the mindset of that you can do this. So I'm going to break it down in four simple steps and four simple ways of thinking about when it's time to just sit down, focus, and take that exam. Now, keep in mind the exam is 4 hours long. I'm sorry, let me repeat that. The exam, you are allowed 4 hours, and I believe there's 200 questions. So, number one, the first thing you need to do is plan, and I'm talking about in your mind. You want to plan how to study. So you need to have a plan on knowing your study habits, how to study. You need to know what materials you're going to use, okay? So you don't want to have a whole bunch of books and cards and this. You're going to get overwhelmed, and that's just too much for your brain, right? You're just not going to be able to retrieve all of that information. So I usually suggest maybe 2 or 3 study materials. That's it. Really, that's all you need. And for example, that would probably your notes from class, your books from class, and probably like a MBCOT product that you can use my study guide, which I am running a private Facebook group to study with those that are ready and willing and wanting to take their exam, and they want to be able to study with a coda. If you're interested, that information is in the description below. Anyway, so you can use my study guide to guide you for 90 days of studying, which I include materials. You can also use MBCOT, a product. I always recommend an MBCOT product because you don't want to take an exam and not use the products that come from the exam. So you could always use another study book. All right. I would not go past those because you can use those 3 as references. And then you also want to set a schedule for yourself. You need to let either your friends or family know this is the time that I study, and take yourself into a study environment. I would not be studying if you know your house is noisy, if you know people are in and out, if you know the phone's going to be ringing. Maybe go to the library or go to a quiet space, or even study outdoors. Like, I don't know what weather is for you guys, but right now it's really nice for me outside. So I would probably go to the park and study. Okay, make a schedule for yourself. So first in your mind, you got to get the mindset that, okay, I need to plan this out. Okay. Then the next thing is confidence. All right. And I know so many people lack the confidence that they can do this, but the best thing I can tell you to help you with your confidence is that you got into school and you made it to the end. That should tell you right there that you can do this. If you went to an OT school, you went through the whole program, you went through field work, and you made it to the end, you are ready to do this. Okay? So that is the second thing, confidence. The third thing is trusting in yourself. I always give myself an affirmation or a scripture, and that is, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. Okay, I believe that's Philippians 4:13. And this is just a powerful thing because you want to paint a picture of you passing that exam. You want to paint a picture in your mind that I'm going on a computer and I'm seeing pass. All right, because the more negative thoughts that you provide yourself, that, oh my gosh, I'm going to freak out, oh my gosh, I'm going to forget, that is exactly what's probably going to happen. So if you start thinking like, I can do this, I can do this. I can do this. I'm able to do this. I trust myself. It helps to remove the level of anxiety because anxiety builds up when there's a lack of trust in oneself. And then lastly, patience. Take your time, all right? Take your time. I think sometimes we're so anxious to get through this exam that we don't provide ourselves enough study time. And then we cram materials. Don't do that. Start with what is the hardest material for you. So for me, when I was taking the exam, pediatrics was the most challenging. Even though I did a field work, which I'm happy I did because it helped me put the pieces together in peds, my weakest point was pediatrics. Now I can say I'm actually pretty decent with pediatrics. I don't work in that setting, but I could say I'm pretty decent now because I was able to put the pieces together. So start with the hardest material first, and then go to the things that is easiest for you. Which for me was skilled nursing, geriatric skilled nursing, and that's what I end up working in because I just like working with older adults. Um, so I hope that helps you guys when it comes to framing the mindset for an exam. Now I know I'm referencing NBCOT exam because of course my channel is about occupational therapy, but if you're just taking any exam, you can still follow these same principles, which is plan out your study time. Learn, first off, you got to learn your study habit because if you don't know how to study, then you're already starting off wrong. So first thing you want to plan and you want to be confident. You want to tell yourself whatever school you've been through, you've made it this far. So you are prepared for an exam. Then third, you want to trust yourself, trust your abilities and give yourself positive affirmations. And then lastly, be patient. Be patient with your study time. Be patient with yourself. Um, Take your time and go through the material that's most challenging for you. And once you feel confident in those materials, then you move on to material that is easiest for you. So I hope that this helps. If you are liking my content, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. All right? Bye, guys.